Well, we have 8 levels of general English, which are quite diverse. Level 1, students may study the alphabet, and in level 8, students will study Shakespeare and poetry. On the first day when students come here, we do testing, both written testing and speaking tests, to find the best class, the best level for students. And each level generally has more than one class, so we can divide students better so that we don't have many nationalities in one country. We can divide students up well. Strong points of our programs are we have a strong academic program for many students who are preparing to go to college or university. So we have English for academic purposes, which is very popular now for many students because they are thinking about the next step after English. The general English program has been developed over many years. The curriculum changed and fine-tuned over the years to come up with a great curriculum, a great system that students enjoy studying and learning from. And most students will study in the general English program, but then of course they have the opportunity to move on to specialized programs when their level is a little bit higher. Well, students generally stay in our general English levels for 8 weeks, usually around 2 months. The curriculum is designed for 3 months, so a student would have to do more than 3 months in order to repeat anything. Most students are ready to move up after 8 weeks, and this happens after a series of quizzes, tests, speaking tests, and when the teacher feels that the material has been covered and the student's speaking ability and listening ability is at the right level, then they're able to move up to the next level. It takes time, but we've had many students who started in lower levels, even came in not knowing the alphabet or not knowing basic English, who studied for, of course, a long period of time, maybe a year, but who then finished at an advanced level, went to university or college. So it's always been generally a very positive experience for students to move through the levels, and it's always great when we find one of these students who has completed 5, 6 levels in our program. It meant that they went from knowing very little English or complete beginner to a more advanced level in a year or less even. We find that students who are very focused on their studies, who enjoy their studies, they will advance much faster. Students who follow our English-only policy, because in our school we have a rule that you must always speak English. It's great for everybody to practice. So people who follow this policy and who work hard, it's possible to move up a little bit faster. So it depends on the student and how focused they are and how determined they are. But people can move at different levels, different speeds. And we find that those students who do speak English, who try to make friends from other countries, they generally advance faster. Global Village Calgary is very well known for having excellent IELTS preparation, and we have many students who come here to complete their IELTS tests. Could be for immigration, could be for studying in university or college, could be for some professional qualification, if they are an engineer or doctor or nurse and they want to practice in Canada, they may have to receive certain English scores. So we have tremendous success in our IELTS program for students to advance and to get the IELTS scores that they need. Apart from general English and IELTS, business English program is also very popular. It sounds very like you should be a business person, but you don't have to be. It's for all students. And they go over various business topics in a really fun way, lots of conversation and speaking and vocabulary. I have many students who try the business program when they are looking for something a little bit different, or just trying to improve their English for work before they go back to their country. So these are some of our more popular programs. Well, the most important thing when you leave Korea and come to Canada is to have an open mind, to realize that life here is different, the country is different, everything is different. However, it's easy to fit into and it's comfortable, and Canada is a country that welcomes people from all over the world regularly. So you'll see so many people from all countries around the world in Canada. But the most important thing for Korean students is to have an open mind, to be ready to express themselves, not to be too shy, to not to be afraid to make mistakes. This is all normal when you come to a new country, and if you have some mistakes with your speaking or with your actions, no problem. This is life and we're all here working together. So the important thing is to have an open mind and to commit to the fact that you are moving to a new country, a different country, where society is different, the life is different, but with very little effort, you'll find it easy to fit in and feel comfortable living in Canada.